Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? Don't think anyone's here, but I just drove down to Cumberland to video. I did a little video of the places that Justin Ross Harris went on the day that his son Cooper died. And I'm on my way home, and I got a little bit of a drive, so I figured I would record just a little bit. I would, live stream just a little bit while I was driving home. And say hi to everybody, and say, I guess, promote my live stream that's coming up at 4:30. So I am on my way home to prepare for that live stream. But since I had the mount and everything hooked up in my car, I figured I'd do a little road stream just for, like I said, a little bit, and say hi to everybody. Hi everybody, who's here? Like I can't see the chat, I'm driving right now, so I'm just going to ramble. I'm excited to cover this case that we're covering this afternoon at 4:30 because it's another one of those that when it was happening, I was following along the news stories, like it was all over the news for years because it happened in 2014, and then the trial was until 2016, so all of these updates kept coming out on the local news, and this is when I still had like regular TV, so I would get like the local 5 o'clock news and whatever, So it was heartbreaking, and my mind changed about this guy back and forth several times. When it first happened, I thought, why are they arresting this guy? Like, what? He just made a mistake. Like, he didn't do this on purpose. And then more stuff came out, and then I thought, oh, he totally did do this on purpose. Like, what was I thinking the first time? Like, he totally did this on purpose. But then I watched the trial, or some of the trial, and then I thought he didn't do this on purpose, and then he was found guilty, and then I'm like, well, maybe he did do it on purpose. So it's a roller coaster. It's going to be a roller coaster this afternoon when I tell you all the details. It'll be an interesting show. I was going to say a fun show, but this is not a fun topic that we're going to be talking about. Obviously, this is not going to be a fun topic, but anytime a child is injured or hurt in any way, it's just not fun. But I think we need to talk about it, mainly because if this can prevent one or more child from being hurt in the future, it's totally worth talking about. I think so anyway. That's just my opinion, guys. I don't know how much that's worth, but it really bothers me when not just children, but animals too, anything that's defenseless. Like an 18-month-old child is defenseless. And animals too. The defenseless kind, the domesticated, obviously, dogs, cats, that sort of things, where they are depending on humans to survive. Now, if you come across a bear in the woods and you have to take it out, I totally get that. Totally understand. Also, I really hope that I never come across any, wild animals in the forest, because I would die. I would absolutely die from a wild animal attack, because I would try to pet it. If I saw a little baby bear in the forest, I would try to pet him. I would. I know myself well enough, and I would die. That's how I die. That's how I die. What was I saying? Oh yeah, defenseless. So, children, animals, it bugs me. It weighs on me when I see animals getting hurt. It really does. So, I like to cover it because then maybe, just maybe, we can prevent it from happening in the future. If nothing else, we can prevent it from happening in the future. I did notice that on my new car, it's not that new anymore, but I had the same car for like 10 years, 11 years, and it finally died. I'm very sad. I loved that vehicle, but I had to get a new car last year, and on this car, if there's anything in the back seat, a lot of times I have my, a bag in the back seat, like my work laptop bag or my gym bag will just be thrown in the back seat, and if anything's on the back seat, when you turn off the car, a little warning pops up on the dashboard saying check the back seat, and I think it's because of cases like this that happens. Excuse me. And I think that's a good thing. However, I do think that when it's happening automatically, when there's nothing in the back seat, that people will start to ignore that warning. It just becomes noise after a while. So I'm not sure. They need to work out the kinks on that. Maybe have it so it's a certain weight needs to be back there. Whatever the weight of a car seat is, plus 10 pounds, like figure out what the lightest car seat is. Add 7 pounds to that. And then have it that much. How much do you think a car seat weighs? Like, probably 5 pounds? 8 pounds? Something like that. Anyway, just an idea, car manufacturers. I know all of you will see this. There's a whole, 2 people watching right now. Yeah, car manufacturers, get that going. Have the warning only if there's something heavy enough to be a child in the back seat, so it doesn't become white noise in the background. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to drive down to Atlanta today to record the video that I just recorded, that you will see today at 4:30 Eastern during my live stream, because I think it's important to see. That's why I like maps so much. It's important to see the distances between things, because when you say, oh, it's a mile and a half down the road, a mile and a half on the highway is different than a mile and a half on the roads that I was just on filming that video, and that's different than a mile and a half on country back roads. So it's just different. So seeing it, I think, will help a lot to put it into perspective how short of a drive it was from that Chick-fil-A to his office for him to forget that his kid was in there. It's such a short drive. It's right there. It's right there. And the turn that he missed, there's a point, which you'll see this afternoon, when he comes out of that restaurant, and there's a point where you either have to go straight, which goes to his office, or make a left, which goes to the daycare. And it's less than a football field. Less than a football field from the restaurant to this light, where he has to make that decision to either go straight to his office or turn. And that's the time that he forgot. That's how fast it was. Insane. It's just crazy. Anyway. I think I'm going to get off of here just because I don't want to drive all the way to my house while live streaming. Just halfway to my house. just halfway there. But we will see you guys today at 4:30. Let me grab this phone. See how I can turn it off. I guess this is this is a road stream, which is, I think, better than a sidewalk stream. Tell me in the comments, which you like better. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to turn this off. How do I turn it off? Oh my gosh, I'm still live. Yes, I want to end. Okay.